Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and I'm a hot mess and a mama. Hot messy mama. I am talking today about some of my favorite products that have come out over the past few weeks, including the Vieve holiday launches, the Perfector holiday, and just a couple odds and ends included in that mix. So if you want to hear me talk about some of these fun new products, please keep watching. All right, I am gonna start with the Perfector holiday. Okay, 2 years ago when he came out with the first holiday blush set that had the 3 vibrant shades all in the one package, it was stunning. They were 3 blushes, highly pigmented. They could be sheared out or built up for deeper skin tones. Last year's, I did not like. I think most people didn't like it. It had a highlighter in it. The formula wasn't great. The blushes were a little too shimmery, and I'd never picked it up again after doing the swatch video. This year, however, he came out with this gorgeous pink, Barbie pink, very Barbie year, palette, as well as the matching gloss. So the gloss does have a tingle. I believe it's his normal formula of lip gloss. It's the the Plumping gloss, and this is the hot pink shade for holiday. I do have it on over a couple of Vieve lip liners. I'll put a little more on for you and I'll swatch a little right here. It's pretty vibrant, but also, as you can see, can be sheared out. So you can kind of build it up for a little more pigment. It definitely tingles, but in a cooling way, so it's not uncomfortable, and that tingle does not last. I'd say maybe 10-15 minutes is how long the tingle lasts. But the color's beautiful. Again, I have lip liner on all over my lips, so that's a lot of the base color. But I'll insert pictures right here of the day I got it and tried it on. I do have a short with a couple photos of it, and that does not have anything on underneath it. This picture is just the lip gloss with nothing else on my lips. So you can see the difference without anything and with some lip liner. It's beautiful, comfortable, glass-like shine, and well worth it. Bravo on that launch. Okay, moving on to the palette. He did a great job this year. I really appreciate having the topper shimmer shades over here as opposed to a highlighter. For some reason, I don't care for his highlighter formula. I have a million other highlighters that are way better. And yeah, so I'm happy to have these. Here, I'll swatch real quick for you. The shimmer toppers. Here they are on my fingers. So there's a more white shade, a more champagne, and then the pink reflective one, and then the darker one that's kind of got almost an orange shift. And I will swatch them on the back of my hand here next to, oh yeah, that one has a super like golden orangey shift to it. The only one that didn't swatch very well is actually the one that's on my lids right now. You can get a better idea. Let me zoom you in. This is the more champagne shade, which is this one right here. That's what's on my lids. And all right, let me swatch these. Let me do an extra one of that one because that didn't swatch very well. So here you have the more champagne shade is this lightest one over here. And then this is the white one, the more pink one, and then this one you can see really has a golden, I don't know, maybe you can't see that, but there you go, now you can see it more. It definitely has a golden shift to it. So they're beautiful. They do fall out a little bit. If you're gonna use them, you might wanna do your eye look first and then go in with your foundation and the rest of your base. Just a gorgeous topper for any eye look. Add a little pizzazz. Oh, let me zoom you back out. Yeah, they're just really beautiful, beautiful toppers. Now for the blush, you've got a lighter, more Barbie pink. Of course, you've got the top flap up here that covers the creams, which is especially nice in this palette because you have these shimmer shades, the topper shades that could easily get into the creams and ruin them, honestly. So you've got, I'm gonna use this hand so I don't cross-pollinate. You've got this beautiful light pink, which is still very vibrant. And then that's the deeper one. Here they are, just roughly swatched on the back of my hand. And then the creams are beautiful. I am, by the way, wearing the lighter shade right now on my cheeks. I'm gonna go in and kind of make it a little more intense, but before I do that, I wanna swatch the creams for you. There you go. Those are the two cream formulas. So the darker one and the lighter one, they are definitely more sheer than his creams have been in the past. And I do not mind that, especially with shades this vibrant. So I went in with the powder of the lighter one first and then the cream on top. So I'm just gonna go in now with the darker cream only. I'm not gonna add any more powder. Patrick does always recommend doing your powders first of the blushes and then top it with the cream to kind of seal it in. Oh, and you can see I already, even with the top flap, I don't know if you can see this, I have shimmer right in the edge there already. That's really a bummer. Dang it. And I've had my flap down. But yeah, there's glitter in both of those already. So that's kind of a bummer. But I'm just gonna put a little bit on both of my cheeks here. Again, this is just the deeper cream shade. Just going right on top of everything. You can see it shows up, but it's not ridiculously intense pigmentation. It's quite sheer. But it's a, you know, it's a bright color, so even though it's sheer, it shows up. But I adore his blush formula. I'm so glad he stuck with the traditional blush formula and added the new fun toppers. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I'm very excited to have it this year. Way better than last year. I probably even like it better than the first year too, because you have the fun addition and you only need so many blushes, right? Right? No, you can always have more blush, but anyway, it's a beautiful palette. I'm thrilled with Patrick Ta's holiday formulas this year. All right, I'm gonna move on to the Vieve launches. I'm gonna start with these adorable treasure tins. They came out with 3 shades. Jamie had them each designed by an artist that has an Instagram page that she really likes. This is the Rosa tin. I got this one because this is the only blush shade that was not previously available in the Sunset Blush powder formula. It's a new shade and it comes with the matching lip gloss, and the Rosa lip gloss is one of my favorite neutral shades. I'll show you before I take it out. It comes in this adorable tin. You get the full-size blush and the full-size lip gloss. Perfect for holiday gifting. Again, the other 2 shades are, or not again, I haven't mentioned it. The other 2 shades available in the treasure tins are Cherub, I believe. Yeah, Cherub, which has cherubs on the cover, and Pesca, which is the more peach shades. But I already have the lip gloss and powder blush in both of those, so I definitely wanted the Rosa. So here's the new shade. Can I say Rose? I'm not talking to you. Siri, rude? Okay. This is such a beautiful neutral. I wiped off my hands, so look at that stunning shade. It was definitely a shade that was missing in the Sunset Blush range. And then again, the Lip Dew formula. It's a lip oil. They're so cushiony, so comfortable, glassy effect, but they don't tingle or anything like that. Very neutral, easy to wear with nothing or with a lip liner, and so giftable if you've got a makeup lover in your life who is new to Vieve or loves Vieve. It is a beautiful gift box either way. And then of course you can reuse the tin. Once you take it out, you've got this cute little tin that you can use for jewelry or whatever you want. It's, yeah, they're absolutely adorable. 3 different offerings, and again, I picked the one that had the new shades. So cute. Staying with Vieve, they also launched a permanent line. The tins are limited edition for holiday. One of their permanent products they launched is the Nova Glow Liquid Light. This is a liquid highlighter. I do have a short I'll insert right here that shows some swatching of it and compares it to the Skin Dew, which is their original liquid highlight formula. This right here. The Skin Dew is much more of a gel. It comes in the tube, and it's got a very sheer base that works on any skin tone and is just a little more of a glossy, glassy skin type. I know a lot of people mix it with concealer or foundation for an all-over look. You can use it similar to how you would the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, but the Nova Glow Liquid Light comes in 3 or 4 different shades. I think it's 3 shades. It comes in a deeper shade, a lighter shade, which is Bijou, and then I got the middle shade, which is Holy Chic, and they do correspond with the powder Nova Glow highlighter formula, which I'm not a fan of, but the liquid formula, it's so beautiful. It has a doe foot that's pretty good size. It's small enough that you can get in the inner corner or the tip of your nose, but also gives you a nice highlight over here. I do have it on today, and I will also insert footage of me applying it from a couple days ago. Again, when I first got it, I'll kind of sheer it out here a little bit so you can see how it blends out. It's just a stunning formula. I would say it's a little more intense of a highlight than the Skin Dew, but not drastically. It's a beautiful formula. I put it on today with the doe foot over. I had set my under eyes already and done powder bronzer over the Vieve cream bronzer, and then I used the doe foot and then just took the fat side of the sponge and blended it out, and it looked beautiful. Did not lift my foundation. My powder wasn't disturbed. Beautiful, beautiful formula. And again, that is a permanent product in 3 different shades. Another holiday launch they did is a new Dimension face palette. This is the Twilight palette. I will forgive Jamie for her poor taste in vampire lore and films and literature, if you will. I don't like the Twilight series at all, but I'll give her a break because she's absolutely just a baby doll and like half my age almost. So this one, the original 2 had a bronzer right here and then a highlight and 2 blushes. This one has 3 blushes and a highlighter. This is a different highlight formula than the original Nova Glow highlighter, and this one is far superior. This shade here is stunning. There's not any chunky glitter. It's just a beautiful sheen. And I would say it could probably be used on most skin tones, maybe not the deepest of deep, but it shears out enough that I think you could easily use it. The original Dimension face palettes came in 2 shades, a deeper one called Dusk and a lighter one called Dawn. I do have both of them and they're beautiful and I use them all the time. But I'm really excited to have this one with the fun new blush shades. This hot pink, it looks a little scary. It's not in the least. So I'm gonna take this blush here, this blush here, and this blush here. These 3 powder blushes. Jamie uses this deeper red tone one to contour, bronze, warm up the face. All 3 of them are stunning. They are, which is one of the best powder formulas you can buy. The pink looks scary, but it's not. Look at that. You can sheer it out. It's, I cannot say enough good things about the Vieve formula and the Vieve team, but this Dimension face palette in Twilight, they hit it out of the park. It is limited edition. Get it now if you want it. The packaging is beautiful as usual, and yeah, it's one of my favorite launches of all history for Vieve. They can't really do any wrong. While I'm on Vieve, I'm also gonna talk about their new mascara. Let me zoom you in a little bit because that is what I have on my eyes right now. You can see very fluffy, and I'll be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like it because I don't typically like bristle mascara wands like this. It's sort of hourglass shape, but not as drastic as like the Better Than Sex, which I do not like that mascara formula at all. But I do like this one. I wore it to a funeral a couple weeks ago and cried, and it didn't run or smear or transfer at all. The only time I've had trouble with it transferring is if I put it on my lower lashes too much, because my lower lashes are already pretty long and they'll brush on my cheek. So if it doesn't get a chance to dry before I'm like looking down, it will get a little bit on there, but it chips off very easily with a spoolie. So not a problem at all, but you can build it up. This is it's one real good coat and then a little bit more on the outer edges. But you can see it's absolutely stunning. Card ran out of room, had to delete some stuff, so we're back. I ended with the beautiful Vieve Modern Mascara. Her packaging is just second to none. Gold, all of it. I mean, like, can you be any prettier? It's so good. All right, so that's the mascara. It's absolutely stunning, wears well. One more holiday launch they came out with was a new shade in the Lip Dew. This is Cherry. I also have a little short, I'll put pictures there. That's it, again, with nothing over it or nothing under it. So I'm gonna kind of take off some of the Patrick Ta and put this on top. Again, I have the Vieve lip liners, dog hair, in the shades Brat Everywhere and Bark around the perimeter. The formula for this is so beautiful. It's cushiony and buttery and velvety. It is not cherry flavored. In this one, it's the same flavor scent as the regular Lip Dew, which is kind of a cupcakey vanilla flavor. But it's so beautiful. Here, I'll swatch. It's really, really a beautiful cushiony formula. Lasts long. It's hydrating on the lips, doesn't dry them out at all. And as you can see, gives a beautiful shine. Oh, I absolutely love it. Obsessed. All right, the last holiday launch I'm going to talk about is the Hourglass palettes. I got the jellyfish one because it had, I think it had the second most new shades. The one that had the most new shades was the deepest, and it just wasn't appropriate for my skin tone. I got the deeper one last year, the Tiger palette, and it had some similar shades to that. So I got the jellyfish. This highlight is new. I believe both blushes are new and the bronzer is new. The two finishing powders are not new, but it's the typical stunning Hourglass formula. You cannot go wrong with these palettes. They are expensive, but the bang for your buck that you're getting for Hourglass products is unquestionably a good deal. Proceed 10%, I think, of the proceeds go to the non-human rights campaign that they do the last 2 years they've done. There are 3 different palette cover versions on the Hourglass website. You can customize them, and there's a 4th cover that has an owl on it. The 3 you can get through Sephora are the jellyfish, the snake, and I think it's a panther or leopard is the other one. They're the tins again with the nice magnetic closure, good mirror. If you already have a ton of Hourglass palettes, it's not worth it to get another one. If you're new to Hourglass and want to get a lot of different options, I think the jellyfish one is great. It does, again, have the bronzer, 2 different blushes. The highlight in this one is one of my favorite Hourglass highlights ever. It's a strobe formula. I'll put it down here. There you can see. It's a stunning formula. I do have that on the tip of my nose and on my inner corner on top of the Nova Glow Light in Holy Chic. But here, I'll show you the 2 blush shades and the bronzer shade. Here, I'll put the highlight back on here. So you've got the highlight, the 2 blushes in the middle, which are so beautiful. You can hardly see. They're such a gorgeous, seamless. The Hourglass powders are absolutely seamless. They just blend into the skin, and the finishing powders give you that bridal, ethereal gorgeousness. I get the Hourglass palettes almost every year since I've been a real avid makeup collector, and I always end up using them throughout the year. They are a great buy, and they're actually would be really good for working makeup artists, bridal especially, just because they have such a bridal ethereal finish in all of the powder formulas. All right, so that is it for my most recent holiday launch favorites. I thank you so much for watching. Look out for the Sephora holiday savings event coming up. Again, a lot of these products are limited edition. You can get the Patrick Ta and the Hourglass at Sephora. Vieve you can get on Cult Beauty as well as the Vieve website. They're also a smaller, I mean, they're kicking ass. I wouldn't really call them a smaller indie brand, but they're all fantastic brands. Some of my favorites, and beautiful products from all of them. If you have any questions, if you want me to compare any shades of anything that I talked about, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. Have a great holiday season, a great Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, anything you celebrate, just the end of the year, good, warm, cozy feels. Have a great rest of your day. Like, share, subscribe, all the things. Bye.